The following is a presentation of OPTV.
Great putts, great moments. It's on Putt-Putt.
From Duncanville, Texas, he has an opportunity to win a $4,000 skin on hole 8. Puts the ball off the right rail and into the bottom of the cup. A beautiful putt by Keith Barfield. A total of $5,000 in the win.
That's what we call gaining a stroke on the field. And the net, he gets it too, this time off the block.
The entire hole is downhill, but there is actually a slanted hill behind the cup, so if you miss, we will have an issue for your deuce putt. Alright, here's Paul's putt. It's on the way, it's tracking, just enough to fall in. That's what you call cup speed, folks.
Hello again, everybody. This is Opie Roberts coming to you once again from High Point, North Carolina. We are having our Thursday night local, and tonight we are going to play on course number 2. This is the April 17th edition. We're going to get about 15 players here this evening on a night where it's a little seasonal, but we've got some high clouds rolling in. And it's expected to be overcast throughout the evening. As you look at the players practicing for this local, I can tell you that the temperature here in High Point is 65 degrees. We have no wind blowing, and the humidity is at 30%, so it's going to be pretty comfortable this evening.
Works over here too. I just learned something. It works on 95%.
Okay, let's check out our field for this evening. So you can see we have 15 players tonight. We're going to have a threesome at the beginning. Chase Ferguson is the defending champion as the winner from last Thursday night on course number 1. And now let's get underway. Alright, this tournament is now getting underway. We have a threesome at the beginning. Chase Ferguson is first as our winner from last Thursday night. Chase is going to pull it off to the left, or to the right to start his night, and he'll get a 2. Oh, he lipped out. So a rare unforced error there on the first hole. Starts with a bogey 3, and here's Dale Krotz on the tee. And he will get an ace there. And the third player of this opening period is Keith Waters. That 2 is in for Keith. So Chase already down 2 strokes on the opening hole. And going to hole 2. And Dale got a big kick off the rail there. He got between the hole and the left block. So he'll be going for 2 here. And he makes it. Now Keith on the tee. And that will roll in for Keith. All right, now Chase to try to rebound from the opening three. Chase will get that one. All right, we're going to continue with this group here because, like I said, this is a threesome. Every other group is a twosome. On hole 3. Keith's going to be left on the tee shot. So that's a par for Keith, his first one tonight. And now Chase on the tee.
Hello, Russell. Welcome, sir.
And Chase just misses right. There's his 2, and now Dale on the tee.
I got a big switch, sir. Yes. I got a switch on the car. I just didn't bring it out.
Dale played right rail shot, backdoor, missed that one to the right. And he'll putt this for a 2. All right.
Great putt. Great putt.
Now Keith on the tee at 4.
Takes time. We ain't rushing. I'm glad to see she's okay.
And Keith missed that one just off to the right. And now to our second group on hole 1. This is Russell Sigmund. Just got here. And he's got an ace. Russell had to go pick up his wife at work in Winston-Salem because his wife was involved in an accident this morning. Oh, and Stephen Mackett's on the tee and flips out, and he's in. Yeah, he's got the pipe in the way for his deuce.
We're gonna try it, Russell. We're gonna take a gamble. I'm a gambling man.
Oh, just shaved off the lip.
Me twice here.
So far, 3 aces and a couple of 3s. And let's go to 5. Keith knew it when he hit it. He bunted the ball, and he's going to give himself a deuce. And now Chase is on the tee. And Chase will be short there too, so let's go over to 2. And Stevens tee shot. Sorry for the focus there. He'll get it. Good putt.
I needed that last one.
All right, heading to the third pairing. And this is Graham Sigmund, and we'll be paying quite a bit of attention with him tonight because Graham is going for the rare triad trifecta. He picked up the win at Burlington, which you saw on Tuesday, and he backed it up with the win at Burlington last night. And Graham's going to get an ace, so he's been playing pretty good the last few weeks. And this is Rory Boyles, his playing partner. And Rory's going to get the first 2 of the night. All right, and we'll check out 3 here. Watching Russell Sigmund. Ball slid off that left rail, and he'll get his 2 there. We'll head over to 6. Our first look at this hole. Dale Krotz on the tee. It stayed out to the right, and he'll get his 2. All right, let's go to tube. Graham's going to be left, and it comes off the block, and it drops in. Bob Hazler usually says, I'd rather be lucky than be good. Graham is 2 under par already out of the gate. Rory's going with the bank shot. He's coming up short, and that's a par for him. Let's go to 4 right quick. Russell, he got the tee shot. Good putt. All right, our 4th pairing now coming up. And on the tee, Dylan Robertson. He's going to have to swing hard, come off the bike, go get that. Oh, yeah. All right, here is Daniel Kearns.
Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug.
Which are you?
I don't know.
Daniel's going to be coming up for par. All right, let's look at Graham for his par on 3. Good putt there. All right, now Rory's on the tee. That's gonna be just short by about a foot. So he'll get his 2. Let's go to 6. That's Russell's tee shot. That looks good. And it drops in a good putt. Alright, we go back to the first hole. And our 5th pairing of 7. And Mark Wood is first on the tee. That won't go. And he'll get his 2 there. And he's paired up with Chris McDonald. Oh, that, look at it, took a straight line. No right to left break, or left to right break for that matter. All right, let's go to 4. Ooh, how did Roy miss the block there? Oh, he hit the left rail too on the way up. Back to 3. And Dylan's tee shot drops in. He's now 3 under. Start his evening. And let's go to 2. Well, let's see Daniel on the tee on 3. Then we'll go to 2. Well, he's going with a straight shot. It does break back right, and it's in. Good putt. Now we'll go to 2. Chris off the block, and it's in. So he did what Graham just did a few moments ago.
And I laughed at Dylan's that hit the post and went
Just
in.
take it. All right, now we got Mark on the tee. Now that's the conventional ace there. Good putt. All right, here's your 6th pairing. And we'll see Mike Alley first on the tee. And Mike missed on the right, and he'll putt that for 2 on the corner. And he's paired tonight with Rick Baird. Good hard clean play. Caught the left lip, and he will get that 2 there. Walk up here to hole 8. Look at this hole for the first time. It's a basic straight shot with 2 pipes, but you also bank it. And Steven missed his tee shot off to the right. And over here on 6, Rory Boyles. That's going left, and a par for him. All right, let's look at 11. It's the 2 triangle hole. Chase on the tee. And that's in. Good shot. And Keith down on the tee. That 2 goes in. Good putt. Now we go to 7. This is the up and back hole. Hole on the other side of the block at the corner. Ram's tee shot. Looks good. Come off the block? No, just missed right. And back on 5. Daniel Kearns. And he will be short, and we'll go back to the first hole, our last pairing of the evening. This is Brett Newman. Misses right. This is for a par. And now, final player to play tonight is Vanette Block. And she missed that into the right. And she'll get the 2 there. That puts all 15 players on the course. We're going to go up to 13. This is our first look at the Y hole. Let's Chase on the tee. And Chase made it. So he's recovered well from that horrific start there on hole 1. And we'll see Keith on the tee now. Keith got it. All right, let's move over to 5 again. Mark's tee shot just comes off to the right, and a par there for him. Here's Roy on 9. Roy going right rail on this slid, and it comes off the block, and it just comes up about an inch or 2 short. So he will get 2. This is 12. Hole similar to hole 5 on the middle course in Gastonia. And we see Russell going for a 2 there after it misses to the right and rolling down that plateau that's about 4 feet in length. All right, now we'll see Stephen Mackins. And that's going to be left. It breaks left to right coming down the drop area. All right, let's go to... There's his 2. Let's go to 10. This is the blind hole. That triangle in front of the hole. Roy's tee shot just comes up on the front face of that triangle there. He gets his 2. And you can move. All right, here.
You can move it on that line. You can move it on that line? Yep. Take the center of the hole back to the center of the ball. That's how you.
If I move it over here, it's gonna roll down that thing. I guess I might just take it 3.
He's gonna play this putt. Alright, so Daniel will get a 3. Alright, let's head over to 11.
Got a 1, right?
Rory's playing good, but that one whipped. And he's going to get his 2. All right, let's check out Dale Krotz on 15, the 4-pipe hole. Dale's short there by about a foot. And that's a par for him. All right, let's go to 14 for the first time. This is a hole where I've always said you hit the same part of the rail 3 different rounds, you get 3 different kicks. We also got one of those random kicks that misses. Then we'll see Steven on the tee. That is missed right as well, and he'll get his 2. Let's go to 6, go to 8. That's that mark on the tee. If it's got enough speed, it'll drop. Nice putt. Over to 7. Get our first look at the hole itself. Nice kick. Goes in. Good putt. All right, 13. And Graham is in there for a good putt. All right, we're going to move up here to 9. There's Chris McDonald. Going to get a 3 there. And I'll first look at 17. There's Dale on the tee. Playing the right rail shot. It's going to miss right. Did not swing hard enough to get back up. And let's go to 8. Rick pushed it out, and he's by the pipe, and he's allowed to space it back toward the tee mat there to get relief. Let's check out Burnett on 6. She's left, and that's a 2. Let's go to 18. First look at the ramp hole, and Chase's tee shot. Cole pushed it, and he's going to be left, and Chase now putting for a 2. All right, we'll see Keith down on the 2. It's going to be a 2 as well, and to 9. Yeah, you're going to move, like that, yeah.
I can come back as far.
Yes, yeah.
That's about best.
Yeah. Mike's going to be putting this for 2, and we'll move up to 17. Steven strong, too strong there. He's going to get 2 there. Should get a 2. We'll see what Mike can do with this deuce putt on 9. Just too much there. He'll get a 3, and we'll go back to 17. That's too strong. That goes in off the back rail. Good putt. And we'll move over to 16. This is our first look of this hole. This is what I consider my favorite hole on the entire course. Graham's tee shot is going to be, well, he missed it left, and he's about 6 inches forward par. All right, we'll see Rory on the tee. Oh, he hit a lot early and he got a major kick. But the good news is he's clear. All right, he should get the 2 there. And Chris McDonald getting a 2 there on 12. Daniel Kearns putting for his 2 there on 15, and let's swing up to 8. And Vanette's missed right, and it's coming down the hill. And she'll putt this for 2. She's got somewhat of a right turn to break up that hill. Easy for her. Dylan on 15 is left, and he's getting a 2. Let's go back to 13. And Mark's tee shot is in there. Last roll, good putt. And out to 10. Rick got that one, good putt. Over to 9. That's on the tee. Rock off that hill, and it comes off right. And he'll get his 2 there. All right, here's Vanette on the tee. Ooh, she caught the left lip, and
That's my first ace this round.
and it came at a great time.
Well, it's my family.
Oh yeah,
Thank you, Blocky.
we call it the Blocky special. No.
It's fun.
So you're related to Charlie Brown, he was a blocker.
Yeah, that's why I can't make stuff off of triangles. They're
Yeah.
not related.
Exactly. Let's go to 11.
I believe we have a pair of 17s.
Rick's got this one to go. Good putt. All right, let's see if Blocky can make 10 clean here. Yep. Oh, it's just straight by the tip there. Mike Alley on 11. And that's in. Nice putt. And we see Brett on the tee here at 10. That is in for Brett. Good putt. It's 18. Rory picks up a 2 there, finishing his opening round. And Graham on the tee now. Nope. And Graham's going for his 2. Let's check out our scores so far. So there's 329s out of the gate here by Chase, Keys, and Russell. And Graham's going to scribe in those scores on his group. 30 for Graham, 34 for Roy. All right. So let's go back to the course now. To 18, Dylan Robertson. That's got to be a 2 there. And we'll go up 1 to 17. Mark on for his par. And he got it there, and we'll see Chris McDonald on the tee. Nope. Don't think he knows where the shot. There's a mark there that I looked at out of 3.5. Don't think he knows where that mark is. All right, Chris got a 2. And let's go out here to the second round. Action here with Keith putting for a par on 6, chase down the tee. That's going to roll off to the, well, it's going to roll off to the right, but it ended up short as well. So Chase getting a deuce, and here's Russell down the tee here at 4. And he missed it left, and he's putted up for 2. And let's head back to the players still in their first round. Rick Baird on 15. And that's left, and Rick's going to tap in his deuce. And we go up to 14. Vanette's tee shot perfect. Brett's down the tee. I wrote down the score sheet. The title of the tournament tonight is called the Bring Your Spouses to Putt-Putt Classic.
Okay.
Brett's tee shot. That should, no, it kicked hard. That looked kind of good from my vantage point, but.
Wasn't a bad move.
All right, let's go up here to 7. Chase is down the tee. It's going to come off the corner, and in, good putt. Now Dale Crotch on the tee. That was not hit. He's going to leave it about 2.5 feet. All right, we'll head back over to 15. Brett's going to miss left by a hair, and he'll get the 2 there, and we'll go over to 8. Get Keith on the tee. That's pushed out right and missing right. That's.
I don't know how in the world that happened. I mean, how did you do
Well,
that?
it's not the only one. He's not the only one that. He's not the only one that went wide right. So.
But how? I don't understand that. I'm on for that shot.
Oh, got the 2. Good putt. Good run at it. Let's see Roy on 4. His tee shot is off to the left. Rory's going to get his 2. Rick on 18 is going to miss right there. And he's about roughly 5 feet from par. And Dale just made 8. And let's look at Graham on 4. And that's right, which is an indication he hit that a little too firm. That alley on 18 is going to be at the back rail putting for 2. Right to 17. And Brett's going to be just short. One more bite of that cheeseburger would have gotten that ball in the cup. All right, Brett's now on the tee.
They'll get to 18. Got back to even.
And that's going to miss right. She'll putt this for 2. Let's go to 5. Graham on the tee. Graham, as I said earlier, is going for the rare triad trifecta. That is winning at Burlington, Asheboro, and High Point in the same week. Good putt for Graham. He's the first player to win Burlington and Asheboro the same week since me in 2023. I won Burlington and Asheboro and almost got the trifecta when I lost to some kid named Chase in the rain in a playoff. Brett looks the deuce there. So he finishes the round with a 3. And now for that block. This will close out round number 1. No, that's going to miss the left. That will be a par. It will go to the clubhouse in a minute to get all the first round scores. But in the meantime, let's go to 9. Steven stayed out left the entire time out there.
Stop the lead.
Steven's going to tap the deuce. Back to 5. Daniel's tee shot. And it stayed out right there too. Let's go back to 9.
Russell, get it started here.
And Russell will get his 2 there. Dylan's short on 5. He'll get his 2, and now we'll see the scores from the first round. So after the completion of the first round, we see Dylan Robertson getting the early lead with the round of 28, and he's up by 1 stroke over 4 players. That would be Case Ferguson, Keith Waters, Russell Sigrid, and Mark Wood. They're all at 29, and 2 back are Rick Baird and Graham Sigrid, both in at 30 at the moment. Now let's return to the course. And it's on hole 9 with Graham on the tee. And Graham got it. Good putt. Mark Wood on 5. That will miss just short. Ball will tend to trickle back to the hole coming from the right edge. He'll get his 2, and then we'll see on the tee at hole 3, Rick Baird. trying to keep my hand on the camera there to stabilize it, and sometimes my hands get in front of the lens there. Good putt there for Rick. And we'll check out Mike Alley on the tee. And the right rail shot misses to the right, and he'll get his 2. And let's move up to 6. Mark's tee shot. That'll be way short. And that's going to be a par there. Let's go over to 8. Dylan at the corner for his 2. That's it. Dylan the leader after the first round. And on the tee, Daniel Kearns. That's missing right. We'll putt that for 2. We'll go to 11. And it's Roy on the tee. Roy's going left of the cup there, and he'll tap the deuce in, back to 9. Dylan trying to rock back in. And that is going to be a tap-in deuce. Back to 11. Graham's tee shot. Hit the face of that small triangle there. He will tap in his 2, and we'll head over to 15. Hale hit the second pipe, and I think he's got a clear shot at the hole, straight to the cup. And that looks like a good deuce, good one. Design. That was the greatest design 2 shots I've seen on this hole ever. So Chase is down the tee.
Well, I hit it harder than I pulled
it. And Chase is going to get that one to go. Good putt.
Perfect.
Don't know why he's walking back.
Huh?
I was supposed to get missed.
Over to 12. And Graham's missed right. And there's Keith on 16. That's it.
Oh, it's straight.
Good putt there.
Really?
Hey, we'll see Chase down the tee. That is also a nice putt. Let's go to 13. Boy, no, he's well left of the cut. And we swing over to 15. Russell will get a great putt. And seeing Steven on the tee now. And Steven will putt this for 2. And over to 13. Graham got it. Oh. And a tough deuce for him. And over to 7. next tee shot. Straight kick, and he's gonna have to go up and back on that deuce putt. Nice putt there for Graham. Just 6. And that lagged it. And back to 7. Could be a good one, yes. Good 2. Great save there. Let's go over to 11. Actually, we'll go to 18 now. Already closing the second round. Chase's tee shot is going to be up the top part of the incline there. We'll watch him putt this deuce. And he'll get it. Now we see Keith on the tee. And it looks good. It just misses right. Just a hair off to the right. We'll go to 9. Straight shot is going to rock back. And it'll stop in front of the cup. So he'll tap the deuce there too. It's going to head back to 17. He's steeping for his 2. Let's check on Russell on the tee. And Russell's going to be in there. Nice putt. And Mike's getting the 2 there on 9. And that's tee shot there on 8 is at the back rail. She'll tap, hit the deuce putt and make it there. And here's Brett on the tee. And it's telling to swing hard, it's not going to go. And Russell on 18. He's going to miss right. It's going to catch a part of that slope, and it's going to be about 1.5 foot of deuce. And let's check out our scores so far through the second round. Okay, so far Case in front with a 56 and chasing the stroke back at 57. Russell is now 30-59. And there's still 10 players on the course to finish their second round. And here is Graham on 18. And you miss it left. He'll putt that for 2. And let's go to 2. We'll watch the right now leader in the second round, Keith Waters. Chase made the tee shot in front of him. And that was, it's off to the right, and he should get the 2. All right, we now go to 17. Daniel will putt this for 2. And he'll get it. Let's move to 3. I don't know what Chase was reacting to, but he acted like it was like way short and it still rolled, but he's 2 under on the round. Now Dale, he'll get that one backdoor, good putt. And now Keith right quick, and then we'll get Dylan on 18. And Keith will get that one to go as well. Dylan's tee shot on 18. He's playing the right rail to the back rail. Should get the deuce. And we'll go back down to 4. Dylan. Outside Chase. Missed the left and he'll get the 2. Stays at 2 under. We'll move up to 17. Chris McDonald missed there. Now back to 4. And watching Russell on 1 starting his round. Missing that one to the right. And Keith's going left, and he'll stay at 1 under. Chris with the deuce. Let's look at Mark Wood.
This is his third putt.
Wait, what?
Mark's going way left. And he'll get his 2. Chase is getting his 2 on 5. And let's go up to 2. Russell on the tee. Misses, and he's going to put that for 2. Back to 5 again. And Keith's tee shot will go in. Good putt. Back on 2. Russell missed the deuce, so he's going to be 1 over on that round. All right, looking at Keith on 6. And that's off to the right. He's getting a 2 there. Back to 18. Mark Wood just finished round number 2. And that's going to be a par putt coming up for Mark. Back over to 6. Chase is going to make that one. All right, let's get an update on the scores. Okay, so still Keith in front with a 56. Chase at 57. Then Russell and Dylan are now at 59. All right, on 7, Chase got a straight kick from the back rail, and his ball is, you can see where it's positioned. It's much further back than what Mike Alley got in the last round. Going to be a 3. He'll drop to 1 under. And now Keith on. Let's go to 4, and then we'll go to Keith. Russell's 1 over on the round at the 3, and he'll stay that way. Back on 7. Keith now sitting at 2 under, still back to 1. Dylan missed the tee shot there off to the right, so he'll get his 2. So Keith stays at 2 under on his round through 7. Chase is 1 under, so that puts Keith up by 2 at the moment. Let's see Daniel on the tee. And Daniel missed that one, and he'll get his 2. Let's go 5. Steven is going to be just short, and he's going to get his 2 there. All right, let's look at Keith on the tee at hole number 8. And Keith's tee shot is in.
Good shot, Keith.
Puts him at 3 under on the round. Russell missed there on 5. And over on 2. Dylan was at the back rail, but he got his deuce.
Yes.
Well, there's Dale with a pipe job on 8.
That's the way you were playing it, wasn't it, Dale?
Design shot there. And now Chase on the tee.
Oh, that looks like covering back in. That was a beautiful speed.
Slid the rail a mile, and that will be off the left pipe, so he'll be going for 2 there. Dylan just missed the hole to the right there on 3. And he back to 1. Mark Wood is starting up his 3rd and final round. Does not. Yeah, he did. No, he didn't. Okay. Let's. And he'll get his 2. And Keith's in trouble on 9. I think he caught the right lip. And he's putting for 2. He's got a 3-shot lead at the moment over Chase. Now he's marking the ball, put like a penny or a coin or something. Okay, just removed a little piece of debris. Russell's on the tee at 7. Dylan's now on the tee at 4. Mark's on the tee at 2. And we're going to get the scores in a minute. Dylan whipped out 4. Russell is getting a 2 on 7. No, too hard. Let's go. Let's head to the clubhouse and check out the scores. And as we have officially completed 2 rounds of play, Rick Baird shot 25 in the 2nd round, and he has the lead at the house at 55. Currently, he's leading by 1 shot over Keith Waters, and Chase Ferguson is 2 out of the lead at 57. Tied 4th are Russell Sigmund and Dylan Robinson. They're at 59, so they're within reach. And it appears the triad trifecta run for Grant Sigmund is going to come to an end. He's way back of the pack here. He's at 62. Now we'll go back to the course. All right, now Rick on the tee to start his final round. And Chase made 9, so he goes to 2 under on his round. And Chase missed the tee shot on 10. Rick missed it right, and he'll should get the 2. All right, let's go to 10. And Dale hit the block there, and he'll pick up a deuce. Keith now on the tee. He's sitting at 90 at the moment. Chase will be at 91. Good. And Keith now at 89. All right, we got a 9. And Steven, I'm gonna get a par. All right, over to 11. This will give him a 4 under. Just leaks in. All right, let's go to 2. I'm going to zoom up here as much as I can. That's Rick on the tee. That is missed. It's against the block. And we hit Dale on 11. No, he pushed it.
Stop.
He's getting the 2 there. Chase made a left, by the way.
Hey, Graham.
Rick made the deuce. We go to 12. And that is in for Keith. So he's made the last 3 since he bogeyed 9. So it goes to 5 under. Puts it at 87. Chase at 3 under. Misses left. And it's gonna roll down. Let's go over to 3. Rick playing left rail back door. He got it. So his first stays at the final round. And Chase got the deuce on 12. And let's look at Roy on 9. Oh, okay. Roy's going to putt that for a long 2. Let's go over to 8. Dylan was 4 back of Rick as the final round began. And he's missed left. Here's Keith on 13. 6 under now. To 4. He's going to get his 2. So Keith's right now at 86 and Rick's at 89. And there's chasing potentially quit mode here. Got the 2. Go to 5. Mike Alley's on the tee. That's short there. And a 2 there for Mike. See Rick on the tee. And he's now on the tee at 14. Keith missed the tee shot. So it stays at 600. At 86. They turn it. It's going to be short there. So Keith at 1 under for his final round. Chase got the tee shot on 14. He's not really out of it yet. He's got 400 on the round, but that's it. 88 for the tournament. And Dale, that's good. Nice putt. There you go, to 13. Russell on the tee. You will not get it. Mr. Putt. Yeah, go back to 6. Made that one, so he's now 2 under on the round. Okay, Chase went past the cup on the right. Going for 2 here. All right, Keith down the tee. And Keith made that one to get to 7 under. Watch Rick on 7 now. He's now at 85 with 3 holes left in his tournament. Rick was waiting on Russell here. He was not ready to play 14 yet. Chance to trip this hole, it won't go. Alright, so Rick will get that too. Watching Keith on 16. He's just missed 1 hole on the back, which was hole 14. Dylan is on 11. That's a deuce there. Keith's now at 84 now with 2 to go. We'll go to 8. So Rick is now 6 off the lead, but got plenty of holes left here. Oh, no. Keith just tailed off to the right, and Keith made 17. So he has a shot at a 10 on the back. Dale got the tee shot on 17. Good putt. Rock on 10. Makes it. Good putt. And Chase tripped the hole there. Rick got the deuce on 8. Alright, now Keith down 18. For a 10 on the back.
Oh, man.
Just off of him.
Hit.
So he shoots 27 on that final round. Puts him at 83. Let's go to 12. And Dylan missed that and to the right. To 9. For 3 under. Yeah, okay, he'll tap the par in, so he'll be at 16 on the front. right, so he'll be at 89 with 9 to play. Russell's tee shot here on 17, kicked off that right rail, and he'll get the 2. And Mike's made 9 for an ace there. All right, Russell for his 2. Okay, here's Steven on the tee. And Steven will not get it over the 10. And Mike's got that one. Good putt. And quickly to 9. All right, we'll wait a second. Let's go back to 10. And there's an ace for Rick. Now back to 9. And Brett's going to get a 2 there. And here's Mike Kelly on 11. Ooh, deep lip there. Check back. Let's go check that on 9. And should rock in. Good putt there. Back to 11. What is it, 2 or 3? 3, okay. And this will give him the 4 under if it goes. And it is good putt. Let's go to 10 again. And Burnett will get a good putt. Rich now on 12. And it goes in there. So Rick's making a rally here. Looks at 86, he'll be down 3. First Dylan on 15 for his deuce. Mike Alley now on 12. He pushed it and it missed the left. Let's go to 11. That's tee shot, great putt. Even though I was standing on top of it, off the tee mat, basically from that angle. Mike got the 2. Let's go to 16. Daniel on the tee will make it. Good putt. And here's Brown 11. Gonna get his deuce there. All right, now we go up to 13. Go to the back side of that Y. Score to beat is 83 at this moment. Rick is 3 back. Good holes coming up. And he missed the left. That's one of the holes right there he should have made. We'll get the 2. And we'll go back up now to 17. And Daniel pulled the key shot and it's left. He will tap in the par. wind's starting to pick up just a bit. As you saw earlier, the wind was, the flags were like very limp at the pole. And now it's going around 5 to 7 miles an hour. And it is kind of getting a little chillier here as we speak. It was 65 when it started. It's probably now about 60. Dylan just right on 17. There's Brett on 12. Going to be getting a par putt there at the corner. Rick is upset here on 14. Get his deuce. So to win the tournament now, he's got to make the remaining 4 holes. Nice 2 there for Brad. And now we go to 16. Here's Mark Wood spacing his ball for a 2. No. Going to be putting for 3 at the corner. And let's go to 13. That, no, just didn't get up the plateau. And a deuce for Brett. All right, now Rick on 15. Give it a 2, it's missed left. So now he's got to make the remaining 3 holes to tie Keith. All right, let's go to 17. Chris McDonald with a deuce. Mark Wood on the tee. Mark's going to come up short and we'll get 2 there. All right, we'll go inside and get the scores. All right, the 16. And Rick is still alive, made the tee shot. And it's within 2. Let's go to 18. Chris putting for a 2 at the drop area. And it goes in. Got about the right quarter of the lip into the back lip. Mark Wood on the tee. Front door? No. So Mark gets a 2 to finish his evening. And we have 2 groups left on the course, but one of them is in the running to, at best, go to a playoff. Rick on the tee at 17. In, no. And you can see Crouch down there. He's going to end up winning the event here. All right, now we'll see Mike on the tee. and it's going to swing off the back rail and missing there. Let's go to 16. And Brett's tee shot drops in. Good putt. And Burnett now on a tee.
Just right.
And Brett gets it back to 18. Oh, a little too much to keep it up top. So Keith will win by at least 2 strokes. It'll be the first win this season for Waters. So Rick is going to eventually finish at second at 85. Mike Alley now on the tee. And he's at the back rail putting for 2. And we go to the last 2 players of the evening. Brett's on 17. And that looks good. Perfect shot. Burnett's down the tee. No, and now she'll go for 2. Wait, well, it's trying to turn back, but she's short.
Other than speed in line, it was awesome.
And here they are on 18, and
You're gonna hang up, put it in it. You're gonna put it in the hole.
putt for 2.
Where's that time my boss stopped right there on top? I made the putt.
Okay, that's a par, and now closing out our night is Burnett. That went left, and she's down going for 2. And that closes out our tournament. And let's send out our congratulations to our winner tonight. With our final round 27, making 7 of the last 9. Here's Keith Waters.
I made whole.
Okay, Keith.
I made 14 back there. Almost.
Those of you who didn't think I'd never win again.
Well, you closed.
We would need a magnifying glass.
Well, you closed out very strong with that. After that,
on the back.
yeah, after that 3 on 9. But you did.
After I hit Keith's cut over there, there's a cut on the carpet.
Yeah.
I'm the one who cut it. I'm going to put the carpet down.
Okay.
It's called Keith's cut.
I have
Great
a.
alliteration there.
I have a question though. I saw you did something today I rarely ever see you do. That was be out here 2 hours before the tournament practicing.
That's working on shots and there's working on putting.
Yeah.
So I went out there and worked on my putting about hit the ball harder.
Yeah.
And it paid off. I didn't have it.
Well, it did pay off. You got the win tonight. You know,
Did not have any lags tonight. That was the big thing.
right, okay.
And I beat
Well,
him.
Keith,
That's
good
all.
job. Congratulations. Keith wins with a score of 83. Let's look at all the final scores quick. So it's Keith Waters with rounds of 29, 27, 27, and 11 on the back nine of the final round. Gives him the victory by 2 shots over Rick Baird. He finishes tonight with a score of 83. Rick is second at 85, and third is Chase Ferguson at 87. Okay, that's going to do it here from High Point tonight. I plan on going to Kingsport next Tuesday for the first time in 2025. I'll be doing their local at 7:30. If I don't go to Kingsport, and right now there's a chance of rain for them on Tuesday, I am going to try to go to Ashburn on Tuesday then at that time. And then we'll be back here next Thursday on Course 1 at 7:30 here in High Point. So for all of us that are here in High Point tonight, this is Opie Roberts saying thank you for watching, and we will see you next week. Good night, everybody.